Namaskar, good morning. This is Suraj Singh, civil engineer. Namaskar. Again, I am back to you. Little late, no problem. Very serious issues are raising up. We are living in Bharat. That's true. We have a constitution of this country, constitution of Bharat, Samvidhan, Bharat ka Samvidhan, constitution of India. What we are doing? Are we sleeping or not sleeping? We have to ask ourselves. Are we having a status to kill someone in name of Jai Shri Ram? This is our status. Our youth have learned this in their education. Really, it is a very serious issue. Are we not even able to stop such people from not committing such crime, but they are openly committing such crimes? Many killings have been done, which we call mob lynching. How this mob lynching have been reasoned? Are we living in Bharat, India, or we are living in hell? That is a question. We have a constitution of this country, Bharat ka Samvidhan, which was written in 1950, effective from 1950, and we have to comply by that, abide by that. And that constitution we know all. Maybe if you don't know, you are not a citizen of this country, you have a duty to know about that. If not all, at least principles you have to know that this is a country belonging to each and every citizen of this country. Now there are 135 crore people and this country belongs to all of them, and constitution of this country is made by 135 crore people, and whatever number of people at any time would be in this country, that is constitution of this country, Bharat, India. It's no more Hindustan. There's no Hindustan word given in constitution. It is very clearly understood by everyone. Those who call Hindustan, I don't consider them educated people, because despite having educational degrees, they don't understand. They never have time to read constitution of this country. They cannot open even first page of our constitution, which clearly mandates in Article 1 that name of this country is Bharat and India. They cannot read this. They don't have time this because they are too busy. They are busy in making money, living, and doing whatever they want to do. But they don't want to name. Even if they know the name, they speak Hindustan, BJP, Congress, or general public. I have seen many talks, and people don't even speak Hindustan. There is no Hindustan. First of all, we have to understand this. This is a crime to say Hindustan, though it's not IPC crime. It's a crime just in social way, because Hindustan was named this country in Mughal times and not now. It was India in British time. Hindustan does not exist on map of world. We have to be clear. Why do we respect name of our country which has been given by some foreigner power? Name of this country is Bharat, and I don't abide by anybody who can say maybe RSS or maybe Vidya of RSS or maybe BJP or maybe Prime Minister or maybe opposition leader or maybe any person or someone who speaks Bharat is okay. If he speaks Hindustan, I will call him not a citizen of this country, because he is ignorant, skipping, having constitutional status, constitutional position, and he is talking nonsense. I have no right to call my country Hindustan because it's not right. I have no right even to call Jai Hind because it should be Jai Bharat, and that's it. They are calling Bharat Mata ki Jai. They are not calling Hindustan Mata ki Jai. They have to understand this. Yada yada hi dharmasya galanir bhavati Bharat, not yada yada hi dharmasya galanir Hindustan. Right? Yada yada hi dharmasya galanir, not India. It's Bharat. We have to understand this. Every time I speak like this, I have written to leaders, but nobody is caring about that. I wrote in television channels, they don't care about this. This really insult to ourselves. Our name, we don't know what's our name. We are educated people, well-trained people, highly profiled people, and all speak Hindustan. And I condemn all those people who speak Hindustan, because you insult me and you insult yourself and you insult this country in which you are living, you are earning, you are making your living. Why you take unusual name? This is not acceptable. First of all, you are calling yourself national, but you don't know the name of your nation. This is insult to you and to me. I don't accept this. Anyway, let's go further. Are we having any degree of tolerance with us? We don't have any degree of tolerance. We cannot see other communities in this country. This is our philosophy now. Is this our principle now? Our constitution speaks that. Does it mandate it? That we people of India means only Hindus in India? Is that so-called Hindus, I should say? Is this country meant for only so-called Hindus, or it's meant for each and every citizen of this country? You have to answer. Who has given right to someone to kill someone else belonging to some other community just in name of Shri Ram? Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, you are calling and killing someone? You are forcing someone to call Jai Shri Ram, chant Jai Shri Ram, and one doesn't speak that, you kill him. Did Ram teach like that? Have you ever known, have you ever studied and researched on Shri Ram? What did Shri Ram do? Can you do that? Can you follow Sri Ram? Sri Ram was not a religious person. He was a king of this country and God. So God can never be religious. God is God. God is father and mother of every kid he produced, every animal he produced, every creature he produced. God is God. God does not have any religion. No God in the world, and only man created these religions. Nobody came with any religion. I came to this world religionless. You came to this world religionless, even clothless, only with a small body. And whatever you adopted because of your parent followed something, otherwise you did not bring any certification from God that you belong to this religion. This is your assumption, your own classification. God is father of whole world, whole universe, mother of whole universe. Deviyas are in charge of whole universe. Gods are in charge of whole universe. They are not saying I belong to Bharat, I am God of Bharat, I am God of England, or I am God of USA. Kalka is God of all universes. We have three Dev, they are all God of universes. Whatever number of universes are there, maybe in trillion and billion, they are responsible for that, for everything. And how can you say that call Jai Shri Ram because Jai Shri Ram owned by me? How can you own Jai Shri Ram? It's none of your business to speak like that because you are a production of Jai Shri Ram. And can you follow Shri Ram? You try in your life. Did you ever try? None of you can follow Shri Ram. It's impossible. And before Sri Ram was Satyavadi Harishchandra, and that person could not be followed because he was too idealistic and Ram was idealistic. Can you follow your father's mandate? Can you follow your mother's mandate? Can you respect them to an extent Ram respected his parent? Can you do that? Can you stay in jungles? Can you stay in one? Can you stay in isolation of society? Can you fight war without support of people, which supports animals only? What can you do in name of Ram? Have you ever thought of? Have you ever conceived that one? If you have courage of that, then I will say, okay, fine. Did you ever do that? You cannot do that. You are doing every crime every day. You are speaking lies every day. You are just worshipping in temples for sake of worshipping and nothing else. You are going there to temples just to demand something. Give me God, God give me this, God give me this, and God give me that, and nothing else. You are just showing to society that I'm going to temple. Internally, you are not bhakt of Bhagwaan or Ram or Krishna. What can you do? What right you have got to kill someone else if someone else refuses to say Jai Shri Ram? If somebody speaks to you, speak Jai Allahu Akbar, and if you are not a Muslim, shall you speak that? And if that person kills them, what shall you do? You shall immediately start crying. No one has got any right to speak as such. Our constitution is dominant in this country. Until this constituent exists, no one has any right to speak as such. This is religious-less constitution. This is secular country. Secular means it respects every religion, but state does not own a religion. This is the meaning of secular. If you cannot understand, you understand it now. You belong to different country in the world. It's not that country where it is Islamic world. It's not Islamic world. It's not Hindu world as well. It's not Christian world as well. It's not some other world. It is just people's world. It is a religion-free world. You have every right to practice any religion you wish, but you cannot complain about others. It is everybody's right whether to worship someone or not to worship anyone. It's up to one. One can be worshipper or one can be atheist. It is up to one person. And Constitution grants rights of that kind to each and every citizen of this country. Until you stay in this country as citizen, you have that right. Time you leave this country, it's up to you. No one has got any right, even Prime Minister or President or someone else or the Supreme Court has got any right to say that. So are we so stupid society, so less tolerant society, we cannot even accept people like that? What right we have got? Can you ever think of that? If someone comes and asks same thing even I worked in Arab for more than 20 years in many countries, I never got some compulsion from someone to say something in favor of Islam. I never faced any such countering situation. So how can I say that you do that? You are doing it just in the name of politics, and political people are misusing you. Maybe they are paying someone some money so to do that, and that person is misled by that politician just for sake of votes or sake of vote banks, or just to please people who shall vote in that favor. If this country is meant only for vote, you think so? Your life is just made to give vote and that's it? What is your life? Or political leaders are lying just for vote? They have no other business in this country. If they must get seat only, irrespective this country go to hell. This is what they are thinking. There is a constitution and you're bound to accept that. You may be judge or you may be whatever. You're bound by that. Every MP is bound by it. Unfortunately, this time what has happened, I'm disappointed really. Out of 542 MPs who have been recently elected in 2019, though they have been elected by EVM, 233 out of 543 MP belong to criminal category, criminal history. Maybe they are not granted sentence yet, they are in trial stage. And you are having a country now which is a parliament, part parliament house, the people's house, which is having 45% criminals. So what shall happen to this country? We have to analyze and we have to foresee. Intellectual people have to foresee. Unfortunately, our intellectual people are intellectual only for name's sake. They are not intellectual. Intellectual doesn't mean you stay in your subject only intellectual. You have to interact. And encroach other fields also. If you are intellectual of engineering or intellectual of medical science or intellectual of law or something on that field, you have to encroach into fields of constitution, fields of legality. What we are doing is legal or not, is constitutional or unconstitutional. We have to see whether we are complying with acts or not complying with acts. You have a duty to that. Because you are literate person, you are not illiterate person. Even person who is not literate, you can see Hindi language, original language translated and understand what is that. You cannot say in court that I did not know law of this country and committed this crime, so excuse me, court shall not forgive you. You are bound to know where you stay in one law of that country. If I go to some other country and I commit some crime and say in court, plea in court that I did not know law of this country, no court shall accept that. Same thing here, if you commit some crime and you speak in court or played in court that I did not know law of this country, nobody shall accept your witness. Because that is law, you are supposed to know. If you don't know, you ask someone else. You go to some lawyer and know that, or you buy some bare act and read that act, or you buy copy of any act or constitution, or you search through internet to find what law applies to something. You have to know that. You are bound to know that. Otherwise, if you do something unknowingly, it is your responsibility why you did it, and you will be liable and accountable for that, and you are punished if you do something wrong against law. That is law of this country, and every country has same law, similar law. Before doing something, you have to know where you are. It is your duty to know, because you are going to some other country or you are staying in our country, you are killing someone, you should know this killing shall punish you. If you are committing theft, you should know that stealing shall take you to jail. Same thing happens here. But we are not awakened society. We are thinking, oh, we'll see what happens, nothing. I know nothing happened in this country because it takes 40 years, 30 years, 20 years for resolution of a case, and then it takes another 10 years for appealing and all that. By that time, person is dead. Unfortunate country. Really, judiciary is inefficient in this country, very, very inefficient. Only problem is from judiciary and then parliament, because parliament and judiciary never work together. Judiciary has shortage of judges and there are plenty advocates. I don't understand what judges and what these advocates got experience in life, so they work for 40 years. How many cases are resolved by one judge? That is a question to be calculated out. To work out, you ask any judge that you work for 40 years, how many adjudications you have made. Same thing, you ask a lawyer, advocate, how many cases you have delivered through judge. Nobody shall give a perfect answer because they are not experienced in that. If you go to Gulf country or some other country, you go to China, you'll find judgment within a couple of weeks and payment has to be made within a couple of days. That is China. That is other country. Go to some other country, go to US and see within years you'll get judgment. This is only in our country. Even Pakistan, it doesn't take much time. They decide immediately. But in our country, they keep sleeping. 2 months they sleep for summer vacation, then winter vacation, and this vacation and that vacation, because they are working too hard. They are very smart people. They work round clock and they are so tired. They need relaxation. This is our country. One Chief Justice demanded 42,000 judges from this existing Prime Minister, past Prime Minister, because at that time he was weeping in some seminar that I know judges have short judges. He did nothing at all because he had given judges to that person, that Chief Justice of India. Scenario of this country of judiciary had changed. But nobody cares. Congress didn't care and BJP didn't care. Nobody cares because they want all cases hanging up, and this is our society, sleeping judiciary, sleeping parliament, sleeping executive, and sleeping public. Until public awakes, we cannot do anything. The public has to awaken. British knew very well. Mughals knew very well they are a sleeping society, and for thousands of years we were sleeping because we enjoyed our life. We have no problems in our country. We have rivers, we have water, we have sun, we have food, we have everything, crops, free crops, we have milk. We used to enjoy life. We had to sleep, lassi, glass, and chai and doon and all that. And we used to enjoy producing children. Only 30 crores people at time of 1947. Now it is 135 crore people. So how many? 4-5 times people we have now. And we are very efficient in that. We are not sleeping in production of population, but we are sleeping In where quality is required, when work is required, hard work is required, thought is required, contemplation is required, there we are sleeping society, and we want sleep only. If somebody kills your head, you sleep. If somebody beats you, you sleep. If somebody abuses you, sleep. Somebody does anything against you, sleep. There's no job, you sleep. There's no factory, you sleep. There is no destiny, you sleep. There is no perfect answer, you sleep. You sleep, sleep, sleep. They all know that. Politicians know that. When people start asking questions, politicians, they will awaken. But there's nobody is asking questions. Though nobody, even unemployed are not asking. They are not going and catching hold of prime minister. Minister, what happened to our promises you made? Nobody is asked that. Unfortunately, our youth are not energetic that they should be. Our youth are very silly, you can say very slackened. They don't have any courage at all. They just speak and nothing else. They know only theory. They don't know how to deal with life. Had it been some other country, you would know what happened in Egypt. We know history. What happened in Sudan? What happened in Algeria? What happened in many other countries? We know very well, because those societies are sleepless societies. Those societies want to produce more and more output. Those societies are creative societies, but our society is sleeping society. If Prime Minister says something and doesn't give any 1% of that, we don't care. If the Prime Minister will give 15 lakhs, then the question from where will get 15 lakhs? Nobody calculated that amount. Nobody even deserved to calculate it. No politician calculated, no public person calculated, no professor calculated, no mathematician calculated. From where shall you get 200 crores, 15 lakhs to each account? Nobody wanted to calculate, though it was very simple. If you just multiplied 135 crore people, or say even 100 crore people by 0.15 crore, you get answer. But nobody wanted to see how this 200 crores and crores figure would reach. Nobody cared for that. They just, oh, we'll get 15 lakhs in our accounts. They open all accounts very immediately after this Modi won, and they thought the money come in. And still, there is no such money in a central bank. Whatever reports come, this money is only 1,000 crores. 3,000 crores is nothing to match with that. You have to pay 200 crores. I'm saying 200 crores, not 200 crores. 200 crores. Just see how many zeros are there. In 10 to the power 7 is 1 crore, 10 to the power 7 another crore. So how many crores are there? You can see yourself. Nobody questioned that. Are we that serious society? How could you accept? How could you even accept this idea that I'll get you so many millions, lakhs of rupees? How could we accept that? And how could this bloody leader promise that I will give you that much money in each account? Both are sleepers. He is a crooked one and you are super crooked. Both accepted. I'll give you and you accept, will get it. This is called sleeping society. Prime Minister is a sleeper, Minister is a sleeper, and public is a sleeper. Nobody is serious. Nobody questions. If somebody promises you'll get this much, nobody questions from where, how. Nobody questions. He promised you 2 crores job each year, this 10 crores in 5 years. Nobody questions from where. From where shall you get? Nobody question. If you see how many employees are there in government, in central government, in the state government, you'll immediately know 100 crore people. If you just say for 1 crore, 5% required, means 5 crore people should they are employed everywhere, and just say how many already employed. From where will 10 crores? If you know only 5 crores in totality over central government as well as including all state governments, even in private sector, if you do that, you shall not get 10 crore people employed simultaneously one time. So nobody questioned that. Later on, he says, I did not promise any employment. I promise no jobs. I promise you, your hawker, your tailor or whatever you call it, just open chai ki dukaan or open your pakora shop and all. That was a response from a responsibility-less prime minister. Prime minister who is responsibility-less. He thinks there is no responsibility in peace once you get the position and that's it. He just wanted position and got it. He got the position, got use of EVMs this time, cheated each public, and we are not even concerned with that. We are not even thinking about that because we are sleepers. We are sleeping society. And this is our characteristics, our character, our property. We are not at all a society. In fact, you see, 50% of our people are dependent on each other. We have 135 crore people, and you can take 50% are useless people because maybe senior people, old people, kids, and all that who are non-productive people. So 50% or 60% people are out from counting of population. Remaining people, you can say they are maybe majority of them dealers and agents and all those who are also not doing, and those shopkeepers and traders who are not doing any productive job. They are just doing trade transactions and nothing else. And then how many people are left who are doing really productive jobs in factories, industries, and elsewhere in you can say railways or buses and transportations everywhere where some production is required? How many are left? Even then we don't have jobs. They are giving reservations. They are blaming for reservations. They got themselves reservation 10%. Now they are not blaming. Still they keep blaming each and everything. Oh, suppose gets less marks in examination and reservation class, doesn't mean that person is weak. because he didn't get facilities to reach that level where general person is there. General person got money, his parents support that person, and he goes to tuitions, he goes to colleges, he goes everywhere, and money everywhere, and he has motorcycle, he has car, he goes there and gets married. And as I'm intelligent, the person doesn't get married, so could support it with that means resources. How can the person get married if I'm a poor person? I don't have that much resources. How can I afford tuition class? How can I afford it? We have to consider all these factors. Those down-rural people cannot be brought immediately up to that level where general people stand, but nobody thinks of that. They think what's marks, merit marks, I'm intelligent, this man got 10% less mark, 20%. This is not intelligent, this is stupidity calculation. You have to measure common sense, you don't have to measure marks. What you learn, that is more important rather than counting on marks. If person got 90% mark in the interview, that person won't be able to answer your 4 or 5 questions. What's the meaning of education then? Our education should be practically oriented, it should be result oriented. How many graduates and postgraduates and doctors who come with all these degrees and know about handworks? Do they have any capacity to work with hands? Can they use hammer? Can they use chisel? Can they work with any technical work? Do they know? They know nothing else except writing. They even don't know mathematics correctly. They don't understand translation. They only speak something, they think they are intelligent, they want a job that is office oriented, air conditioned room job, and they are happy with that because they want to be clerk or higher level clerks, or they want IT jobs. Everybody cannot get that. We have not crores of jobs in each field. There is a limitation. Engineers are coming out of college and they are not suitable immediately to join industry and work there in a fruitful manner. They have to learn for a couple of years, and they don't want to learn because they want only money. When you learn, you cannot get that much salary. You shall get certainly less salary. This is very important. So we have to understand our country first. We don't understand country. Higher population means loss to country, but we are not even controlling population. No government could control that. No government. Yes, Sanjay Gandhi did something for that, but that is illegal. We have to do something. Control of population is very important. If you are keeping, now we are the first country in the world where we are advancing in population. Even China is down. That is our status. We got standard in this. This is really status of country. Do you want to stay here like that? Or you want to control your self-control is more important than public control and government control. Can you control self? Can you control your restrictions? Can you restrict your... Now question is, you see, what's temperature in Delhi now? What temperature elsewhere? You see, we are having 48, 50 all over India, somewhere in between that 40 to 50 range, which is at least 5 degrees above now normal temperature. Last year in here in Delhi, it was 43, 44. Last year this time is going to 48 degrees Celsius. You see what's happening in Europe? 40, 45 degrees in France and elsewhere. All over Europe, it's melting. You see Australia, what's happening. You see Gulf countries, what's happening. Everywhere there's 5 degree difference temperature. Then last year, next year will be another 5 years up on that. What happens to this earth? Who is responsible for that? We cannot blame God for this, because God did not do any harm to this weather. God gave clean air in the beginning, and we spoiled that air. Now these people are awakening. These Europe people cannot even... Yesterday I got a news that they are not able to even treat their kids, how to keep them in the hot weather, because they are used to cold weather. They don't even curtains on their walls. They don't have any shade in their country, and they say how to keep them down. 45 then last year it was 40. Last year it was 35. Now it's 40, 41, 44, 45. How can kids stay like that? They didn't have air conditioners because there was no requirement of that. They were cold country. They are cold country. They are now hot country. Whole Kuwait, they go to see Kuwait, Dubai, Qatar, everywhere you'll find same problem. Saudi. These countries never exceeded 45 degrees with 90% humidity. Now they are reaching 50 and more. Same thing is happening in Australia. So what happens? We have to consider all that. It is our responsibility. We killed all that. We combined citizen of this world. Citizen of this world is spoiled this earth. In this country, our country, 35 crores of cars and buses and trucks are running every day. 15 crore air conditioners are running every day. Lakhs of generators are working every day. You see a result then. You calculate how much fumes will be entering air. You see what quantity of heat you are releasing into air. Where shall it go? Energy can never be lost. It can convert shape. This we know science principles. It cannot be lost. It cannot be destructed. So what shall happen to this country? Should we not get up? Should not understand? Everybody is driving car for no, even if it's not required, they are driving car. Big car, 100 HP car, 110 HP car, 150 HP. Mercedes never less than 200 HP or 150 HP. If you share right of the Sabha, there is more than that. An excavator is having about 300 HP or 250 HP. You are driving a car with same HP, but you're nonsense or not. You're creating petrol or you're destroying petrol. Whose responsibility is it? You have money, of course, you have money, you are spending your money, but natural resources cannot be measured in form of money. You are just using that service. but you are spoiling air, not only for you but for others also. It's like passive smoking. If somebody smokes and if I get smoke, that's called passive smoking. Same thing, you're killing others along with you. You have to change your mode of living. Why so many cars running every day? What purpose? Why not use public transport? Why do you use combined transport? There's a ways you have to come out, or else next year another 5 degrees, and then next year another 5 degrees. So you will burn yourself. How much you can tolerate? Your body cannot tolerate everything. 45, maximum 50. I was in Baghdad in 1981. It's 50 degrees, but there was humidity less, less humidity. Whole skin used to show burn marks. But those were different times. It's not that much pollution. But now pollution is too high. You cannot tolerate chemical action in your body. Pollution is nothing but chemical acts, organic chemical. In that, inorganic chemical, a combination of all that in petroleum products, these fumes. There may be many chemicals in that your skin cannot tolerate these chemicals. Your mind cannot tolerate these chemicals. You smoke, you inhale also these chemicals. Your eyes will also be affected. Your body skin will be affected, and your mind shall be affected. This is all your problem. Then you say, I have cancer, I TB, I this and that. Then go to doctors, spend money all through life, and you stay depressed. You have to think all that. You cannot understand in sun. You don't want in sun. Even work, you want only air-conditioned rooms. So what shall your body be resistant with? Is have no resistance at all. We have to see all these factors. We are educated people, and even if you are not educated, you have to understand. And then if your temperature 50 degrees, 45 degrees today, you can work in that temperature. It's not allowed. If you work, you will fall. 15 people fell yesterday in France and around because they could not accept that. They could not. The body was going to heat stroke. They were taking dip in some reservoir. This is France. Think of they are very proud of their technology, and this is what's happening. France is having very high degree of pride with their technology. They even compare with German technology. Mercedes and Peugeot are different cars. Peugeot comes from France, while Mercedes comes from Germany. Both have different technology, different circuits of engine. Even Peugeot performs better than Mercedes, but Mercedes. So this is what I'm saying is, they are so prideful people. They are suffering. Their kids are suffering. All coffee shops were closed yesterday because temperature 45. Who will buy coffee? They have no even coolers with them. Maybe they don't have any fans because this country was cold, and they never use all those. But now they are facing problems. Of course, it's a couple of months problem. Problem is a problem. In Spain, the forest burn because of hot temperature. So same thing happens to us also. Every year our people die. So ultimately, question is, who is responsible for this? My answer is, I am responsible and you are responsible. Every people, every subject of this country and every country is responsible because we spoiled our surrounding, our environment. We cannot blame God in that. Every day ozone layer is different. You see by the report, you will find it is up 0 to 10, what degree you have, what index you have. 0 to 10 are considered indexes of your ultraviolet rays. UV value sometimes 4, sometimes 3, sometimes 5, even sometimes 2. Up to 10, you cannot cross 4, 5, you cannot stand in sun, you can walk in sun because your body shall be affected by these rays. A higher ozone layer, higher index means ozone layer is thinner. If your ozone layer is thinner where you are staying in that area, you cannot digest effect of sun because more ultraviolet rays shall come to you. Higher value means suppose 5, 6, 7 is there, what shall happen to you? You can understand. Your body shall be broken internally, your bones shall be affected, your vision shall be affected. So you have to be internal. But even internal, your masonry shall be affected by the ultraviolet rays. Your RCC shall also be affected to some extent because of thermal energy. It shall impact upon that. And when you design, you have to take into consideration all these effects. It's like fire. Fire is maybe 1000 degrees, 800 degrees, but when it's 100 degrees or 60 or 70 degrees, it starts giving cracks to masonry. We have to be careful about that. This is not still one factor on that. Many factors apply simultaneously, and we have to understand. So why we are not serious in these issues? Why only we want to eat, live, sleep, and produce children, do marriages, and stay with peace? Shall you have peace in your life in future? We have to consider that. Earth is not our belonging; it is support to us. If you spoil earth, you will spoil yourselves. We have mined earth to unacceptable extent. We have robbed earth. We have taken out petroleums. We have taken out waters. We have taken out everything. We have used earth for direct radioactivity. We have taken out steel from this, iron from this, and all the resources, whatever are, we have taken out this, but we cannot give back to anything to this. We have thrown away all trees, all good plantation. We go to where our cities, you will not find trees because these greedy people have sold timber. So what to do? How fair can you stay in such a forest type situation? Forest, I should not even say desert type situation, I should say. You are making desert yourself, and this earth shall desert you out. What to do then? It is not even warming. Same thing applies to the rivers also. It is a global warming as well as global cooling. The use of word saying global warming is partly said, partly right, but global cooling, same thing shall happen in cold weather. You will be freezing, having freezing temperatures. You will not be able to digest that also, because your transformers shall not work good, because these are not meant for freezing electric transformers. They shall have frost on them, and that shall affect electric supply. Means each and every factor works. We have to consider that. So why we are sleeping? Why we are not pressing our politicians, our lawmakers, our legislators, and they are not serious. They just want to stay in for 5 years and make people fool and run away after that, and just to come back using EVMs to power again, bluffing people, blaming people. I'm sorry, not blaming, bluffing society. This time same thing happened. We are not serious about that also. Are we serious about that? Is it not our right to be serious? Am I bound by Modi or am I bound by Congress? I'm not bound by anybody. I'm not slave to anybody. Why should I be slave to them? I'm public. I'm citizen. It is my right to question them. When I appoint them, my representatives, they have to work for me. They have to work efficiently. I don't need Modi go to foreign country and show his personality there. No, that's not a requirement. His personality is required here. He has to work for us. He has to work to solve our problem. It's not that he is there and here and everywhere. I'm world leader. I don't want to be world leader. I want to be social leader, first here leader. He should be leader here first, my leader. He has to produce something to me, deliver what he said, but he's not doing that. He never did that. And he is back in power, and public thinks he is back because of public. Facts are different. We have to accept facts. Facts are that if you use your mind, you will understand what facts are. EVM is an epidemic. EVM, electronic voting machine, has become an epidemic. It is spread like some disease, harmful disease, more than swine flu. And it has killed us. My vote has been shifted to someone else because of EVM. So what's the function of voting? No meaning at all to go to polling station and vote for. Why should I vote for? My vote is not represented by me. My vote is not given by me but taken by someone else. If I vote, means there is not else, the machine is replaced. Counting discrepancy in counting, replacement of machines, numbers missing, so many reasons are there. The EVM is so, it's not fault of EVM anyway, it's fault of leaders, political crooks, political robbers. I'm not blaming EVM. EVM is device. You use the way you want. It's like calculator, use the computer, use whatever you want. It's up to you. Excel sheet you can use, making a formula or another connections or links or URLs. You can do up to you, whatever you want. It's up to you, nothing else. If you are abusing EVMs, you are master, you can abuse. You got experts and they can get you how to abuse that. You're using that. So it's not fault of EVM, it's fault of leaders. Shall we accept 233 criminals in Lok Sabha? If you accept, it's up to you. It's your choice. But I don't accept as a citizen of this country. I don't want criminals to write my fate, my luck, my legislation for country. No, I don't want them. I don't accept them. They must be thrown out. But who will thrown out? How can be thrown out? Prime Minister accepts us, BJP accepts them, Congress accepts us, everybody accepts them, because they are there floated 119 people from BJP and remaining from the parties. These are criminals, and criminals are in the Lok Sabha. Really, it's shameful to me and to you and to everybody. It's shameful to the world itself that we are using criminals for our lawmaking work, for our rules, for our regulations. What shame is this? What degree of shame? Are we not feeling shame to whatever party we support, irrespective of that? I'm asking. Those qualified people who support BJP and those qualified people who support Congress and those people who support someone else, are they not feeling any degree of shame that they are going to be ruled by 203 criminals in this country? What else we say? Really, I feel shame. I don't know why your people say it's so bad, so undesirable. We have to, when shall we wake up? When? In 2050, 2080, 2120? Which year shall we wake up? We shall never wake up. Because we don't feel pain. We say, oh, 130 crore people, if 20, 30 crore people die, it doesn't make a difference. Yes, that's right. This is your contemplation, your thought. But think a different way. What right you have got to get them killed? You are a sinner. And you are talking of Ram. You are a sinner. You are talking of Vedas, so-called Hinduism you are talking. Hinduism never says that. First of all, there is no Hinduism. So I say so-called there is Hinduism, Vedas or whatever it is. It doesn't say anything like that. Does it say that you kill someone, Jai Shri Ram, and speak Jai Shri Ram? Who are you? Who are you to force someone? What right you have got? You are swayed by some politician, you are paid some money and you are doing that. And our Prime Minister, oh, he says, I have pain. He has pain. What pain? You are responsible for this. You are in power, no one else. For so many years, more than 5 years, you have been in power. It's your job. You have to influence. You cannot blame 70 years of Congress. Congress is gone. That has got no hand now. Why you blame Congress? Yesterday, Amit Shah blamed Jawaharlal Nehru for Kashmir issue. What nonsense you are doing? You are in power. Is Jawaharlal in power now? Why you want to shift your responsibility to Jawaharlal, who doesn't exist in this world? Is he there to respond to your question? You are a fool. You are a stupid mind. If you cannot solve something, you say it's Jawaharlal Nehru. Do you know what Jawaharlal Nehru was? Do you know what Patel was? Do you know what Gandhi was? They were something, you are nothing. You are criminals of that time. You supported British not to release this country free. You supported British. You passed information to them. You are RSS, most corrupt institution of this country, anti-national institution I can call RSS, which never supported freedom of this country, which wanted this country to be a Hindu country, and they don't know meaning of Hindu at all. They are only Brahmin oriented. They are only Brahmin philosophy oriented, and they don't know what Brahmin is. They came from Iraq, Iran, long back, 2,000 years back, 2,500 years back, just like Mughals came following them, and then came British. They are not original people of this country. Fact is that. And they want to rule this country. Just 3 or 5% people want to rule this country, along with some other community of higher class. They want to rule this country for sake of ruling only. They will not do anything. Tell me achievement of this government for 5 years. Shall Modi, fake PM now, EVM PM now, can he with guarantee say what he achieved in the last 5 years, except moving here and then wasting time? What achievement he got in? Nothing. Manmohan Singh was there as silent PM, but he got so many things without even telling. He helped even USA. He had so many people. He didn't speak anything because his work speaks, but here Modi speaks and nobody else speaks. I'm not against Modi or someone else. I am against performance. You perform. You have to. EVM management, okay, you won, no problem. But it is your duty to check EVM also. Why don't you check? If you really won by EVM, as public consumption is being built, you are a criminal. You won this government by fraud. You must go to jail in that case. Shall you investigate yourself against you? You will not. You cannot. What else? Prove that EVM is okay and you won by ballots. Again, I am challenging you. Destroy this election. Restructure this. Conduct an election by ballot and see where you reach. We will see. All will see. But you shall not do that because you are in power. By hook or by crook, you want to stay in power. All public know, except your bhakts and except those people who have no mind to think at all. Only your bhakts exempt them. Only your supporters exempt them. BJP workers exempt them. Remaining public don't accept you. They hate EVM. Hate in the sense that because EVM is being abused. Had EVM not been abused, it will welcome. But you made EVM abuse. People don't trust you. People didn't trust this. People say this election is won only by EVM. This fact of life. You may accept, you may not accept. You know it very well. Your guilty conscience is there. You know it very well. You are not dynamic this time. Last time you have confidence. Because we didn't know last time also EVM was used. But what degree of robbery was made, people don't understand now. There would have been, but this time it was 80-90% robbery of votes. It's easy to replace EVMs. Who knows? What shall you do? But you did it successfully. Congress is a fool. It was made fool. SP, BSP were fools. All the political parties were fools who trusted you. Who trusted election commission. Your agent. Your indirect worker of your party. They trusted him. Unfortunately, abuse of constitution is that. If there is a law in this country and can be made, abuse can be against constitution, a case can be brought against election commission that he abused power of office. Right? And indirectly Supreme Court supported that also. Unfortunately, it happened first time in this country. The Supreme Court did not care about elections, which was duty bound to care. Unfortunately, it happened maybe under pressure from government or whatever pressure, I don't know. Well, nothing to do with that. So we people have to come up. We have to awaken ourselves. We have to awaken our colleagues. We have to wake up. They are sleeping. Come out of dream mode. See your country. Think of your constitution. Read your constitution. Know your fundamental rights. Know your fundamental duties. Know where you can stand. Where can you improve your country. How can you improve your education? How can you improve your job market? How can you improve all these things? How can you improve industrialization of this nation? How can you benefit air? How can you do all that? It's very important. It's just not burning everything and spending everything and I have money, I spend. It's not your money, it's public money. You got it. Of course, it's your custody, but when you die, it's not your money. It's money belongs to someone else. So money doesn't make everything. You cannot make petrol by money. You cannot make water drop by money. You cannot make sea or you cannot make cloud by money. These are natural processes. Cycles are there, natural cycles. They are working automatically. So your contribution is nil there. You have to depend upon that procedure forever. You cannot even, you see one sun is there. Just imagine one sun in this solar system illumines all skies, all planets, whole day. This is one unit, one power station. And your lakhs of power stations you build cannot illumine your whole country, even up to a height of 50 meters during night time. This is the difference. This God creation of one unit of power station helps whole world, while your lakhs of power station, if you build even by radioactive material, cannot illumine your earth up to 50 meters at night. Remember, you cannot see flight at height of 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers, 10 kilometers while moving at night. Only light you can see. This is the difference. You cannot see up to 1 kilometer what access if there's no light. But in day, you can see stars, you can see skies, you can see moon, you can see sun. Sun is 15 kilometers, which we can view by our naked eyes from here. That's the difference. We have to understand this. It's not something new I'm telling. Only thing is understanding what our eyes are important for. Our eyes have been devised in such a way you can even watch from here without use of any microscope or telescope or something else. To view 15 kilometers, 15,000 kilometers, 15 crores kilometers from here. Jupiter is located 76 crore kilometers. We can use telescope for that. But sun is visible, stars are visible, stars also located billions of kilometers, trillions of kilometers from 2 to 10 to the power 23 kilometers from here, and we can watch at night. This is what God has given us. That is power of eyes, power of mind can remember things. So we have to understand what we have a wealth of given by God. That wealth is given to us, not for someone else. Each and everybody has that wealth, but that wealth should be utilized. Thoughtful it should be. Mind is not easy. It has a difficult mind, very complicated mind. Our computer is not even powerful as our mind is, but we have to use that. We are not using that. If computer is only having small chips, SIM, we call it SIM, very small size. But if this SIM, if you take 200 centimeters square of your area of your half hemisphere of your brain, you can see what value it is. If you use micron formula 10⁻⁶, you will have an ordinary person, sound mind person, 80 meters diameter globe on your head. You can say global. This is global, 80 kilometer diameter, which can contain A4 size is 4 lakh people. That's value of mind. That's value of that. This mind has to be used. Average person doesn't use more than 10% mind. Even engineers and doctors don't use more than 16% mind. Why don't you use that? This is free. This is not, God didn't charge anything. And your natural elements don't charge anything. Sun doesn't charge anything. Air doesn't charge anything. They don't charge any cost from you, and you are not using them happily. You are just tired of that. Use your mind. Open your eyes. Eyes are free. Mind is free, nose is free, every property is free, every belonging is free, and we are not thinking of that. We are sleeping. Sleeping is also free, of course, but you are solely sleeping because you have not to exert pressure on your mind, your eyes, and you want to stress-free life, and stress-free life is a comfortable life, and comfortable life is waste. People say, oh, I am stressed. Now, if you see a young person who is working in IT, oh, I am very much stressed today because I have to work 12 hours or 14 hours. You are stressed in 12 and 14 hours, while you do the only on computer. Those people who used to write, do everything on papers, using pen and pencil and slate in those times. They used to work everything without computers, without having a good light in home. What stress they had, they never said they had stress. They enjoyed that. But you are not even having stress, you are feeling depressed because you don't understand what you are doing. You are being abused and you are getting abused. You are not giving any production except that you are getting good salary, good facilities, and that's all. Have you ever gone when you can calculate even up to 1 crore? Can you calculate? I have given you some of you can calculate on fingers. You say I need a calculator. Even if 2 into 3 plus 2 is how much, you cannot solve. You cannot solve that equation directly. But those people who used to know computers, who use maybe slide rules, some other, they calculate even for crores. That's the difference. Means that their mind was active. Your mind is bound. This is a difference. nothing else. Some bhakts who are very intensive bhakts in any religion, their minds are bound by some limitations, and they are within that. But those who are not, their minds are not bound. Mind cannot be bound. Mind should be open. It has to be open. Only then you can grasp something, you can receive something, otherwise you cannot receive anything. This is what I am saying. So my only talk is that when shall we get up? When shall we follow up our gods if we really want to follow them? If I'm happy if you follow Ram, you follow Krishna, you follow whatever you follow, doesn't matter. It's for you. It's a personal relation between you, your soul, and God. You have to develop that for you, for your home, for your family, for the society, in a homogeneous way, in a harmonious way, not in a destructive way, not in a conflicting way with other people, with the societies or communities. You have no right to have any conflict with them, and they also cannot do against you something like that. They have no right, you have no right. Both have to respect each other. This is a country for all. No one is going to leave this country. If you think by such suppression, by such cruelty, you can force them to leave this country, you are in wrong world. You are in dream world. Yes, country can be divisioned, it can be sectioned, but cannot be left. There can be another country out of that country, but it can be left. Forget that. Today, there are 15% or 20% Muslims. There are about 70% these religious class, whom you call religious class. Means 85% people are those who are different. They call themselves V85. I know what called as Hum Pichasi Mool Nivasi. That's the phrase they use. Hum Pichasi Mool means V85. We are fundamental citizens of this country, and all other came from outside. This is what they mean. Suppose they all come together and start talking like to you speak this or I kill you, what shall happen to this country? Have you ever thought of? Just showing bravery in wilderness, crying in wilderness doesn't mean anything. You kill one, then they start killing another one. What happens? You kill in the name of Jai Shri Ram, and then another one come from community of Muslims. Okay, you speak Allah Akbar, I kill you, and they start kill. You start kill, they kill. You kill, they kill. You kill, they kill. Where shall we reach? Are they not human beings? You think they don't have potential? They don't have power? You think so? They are more stronger than you. Because you depend upon jobs, employment, they don't depend upon that. They depend on handworks. Most of Muslims are tradesmen. Most of them are artisans. They are skilled people. They don't believe in jobs. They believe in their own work, self-employment. That's the difference. You cannot do self-employment, they can do. You believe in IAS position, they don't believe so. They are blacksmiths, they are welders, they are carpenters, they are having other trades values you don't have. They are well qualified people in technical way. You are not. So they are more stronger than you. They know how to use tools, how to use weapons. You don't know. Why are you inciting them? Why are you stimulating them against you? If tomorrow they start also responding to you in similar way, where shall we stand? Shall it not gradually to existence of civil war? Shall it not become a Palestine and Israel? Why don't you understand? Who are you to do all this? Which prime minister told you to do this? Which minister told you to do this? Are you servant to prime minister? Are you slave to prime minister? Are you slave to BJP? Are you slave to RSS? Are you slave to those people who are teaching you wrong? You are a gentleman, gentle youth, and you want to convert to a criminal. Why use, if you want to be a criminal, why to go through some political, on your own you become a criminal, professional criminal, you start doing all your way, okay, you make your life as criminal. But you don't understand, because you are not well educated, you are not well groomed, your parent did not teach you a culture, you have no inculcation of culture in your mind, you don't understand what society is, what nation is, what public is. You are in narcotism. Maybe you take I don't know, any kind of drug to do all this, or you are paid well to do this. I don't know what reason, what avarice is there, what greed is there, what attraction is there for you. I don't know that. You know very well. But how far? Just think, contemplate how far. And even those people who are not involved in such bad acts, they must also understand. They are well-educated people. If our engineers cannot understand this, cannot control this, our doctors cannot control this, our other professionals cannot control this, other educated people and politicians who shall control this? Politicians are meant only for their chairs. They are not meant for services. Those time has gone. Every politician is interested in seats. They are not interested in serving society and nation. This is general philosophy now. Those days are gone when there was a freedom struggle and used to serve nation and just for sake of service of nation. Now they are not doing service for nation. They are doing their service. This is really not acceptable. But public has to think. I just tell me, how could these 233 people reach to Lok Sabha? This is a question mark. We have to answer ourselves. I made many posts. Please watch, please check, please scrutinize your Lok Sabha candidates, what they are. Nobody did that. You just voted for Modi, or you just voted to Congress or someone else, and that was your destiny. And this happened because these people have to be hired by these politicians, because they want all criminalization in society. If there is a criminalization, this evolution of fighting in society, they are happy because their political games moves on. If society is silent, there is no crime as such, they will feel themselves criminals. They cannot move like that. This is politics of today. This is not service but criminality. Highest political person means highest criminal. Highest, really. Nobody forget Gujarat till now, 2020, what happened there. Same person is Prime Minister, same person Home Minister. What is this? A crime person, a criminal record person is our head of this country. And we are accepting very politely. Oh, Modi hai to mumkin hai. Yes, Modi hai to EVM की चोरी मुमकिन है. मोदी है तो देश की बेइज्जती मुमकिन है. मोदी है तो 233 criminals मुश्किल है, मुमकिन है. ये सब मुमकिन. We have to take it different way. We cannot just appreciate all time something wrong. It applies to Congress also. Congress is sleeping. They are in ICCU now. They have no courage at all to come and help public. Public is interested in making revolution, raising revolution against use of EVM, but Congress is silent. It is, I don't know what happened to them. They are sleeping now. Public is sleeping, they are sleeping. They have been sleeping for what I don't know. It is the correct time for Rahul Gandhi and others to fight, but they are sleeping. Oh, why did you join this position of presidency if you are not able to understand this? To confound you, okay, you lost election. What does it mean? It doesn't matter. Elections are lost. It's not first time Congress lost. Indira Gandhi also lost. In past it happened. Nothing is specific. You lost, okay, lost, but you have to be with the public. That is very important. If you are not with public at this juncture, when there's a requirement of leaders like you to come and fight for public, what's the meaning? What's the meaning of that? Means you are not for public, you are only for your position, which you did not get, and you are running away. That's not acceptable. You have to show your courage, your dynamism, keep it up with full degree, fight for people, have a revolution for EVM, you can say annulment. EVM should not be used. You have to fight that election should be conducted again. If you can do this, you will do a service to people, service of this country. Otherwise, you are just like a boy. People used to call Pappu. In that case, you are Pappu. Or show your strength. Super Pappu has got power. You Pappu has failed. Your Pappu has failed. Why has failed? Because you are really Pappu. I don't accept you be Pappu, but you are proving now that you are Pappu. Be a mature person. You are not 25 years old, 20 years old. You have to prove yourself. At this juncture, always test is made in critical hours, not in comfortable hours. You have to prove now. Powers can come, powers can go, but personality remains. Indira Gandhi lost, but she was back because she was powerful. Your grandmother, she was powerful. She proved that she was powerful. All Janta's people, Janta's party were in nepotism. Every day fighting together, quarreling together. Shah commission, this commission and that commission. They put even Indira Gandhi to jail for 3 days from parliament sentence. But she was back with full majority, absolute majority, by 2/3 majority. You prove yourself. This means you are also same young as others are. You are also sleeping young as others are. What's the difference? You have to prove that you are young Congress. You are that Congress which got liberation to this country. You are not RSS. You are not RSS. You are Congress. Congress which has a status, which had a status. But now you are losing that because you have no courage. You appear to be West oriented, not Bharat oriented. Your father did a lot. Learn from him. He was also said in the beginning, he is a young boy, what shall he do? He has no experience, but he did a lot. What he did, nobody could do else. Even Indira Gandhi could do that. He did a one mistake. He downgraded the age of voter to 18. Rather, it should have been 25 from 21. At that time, so 21. He brought it down from 21 to 18. And 18 years boy, you know what it is, boy or girl. They don't even know what parliament is. They don't know civics. They don't know economics. And they have to vote for MPs. This is the difference. Your father, of course, made a mistake, but it was liberalism. He brought Panchayat, Nagar Palika law, where Panchayat is here. He brought 33%, 50% reservation in that. That is called achievement. You didn't do that. Now they are thinking to change this secular country to a Hindu country. And you are sleeping. That's the difference. Prove it or forget yourself. Some other new party shall emerge. No problem. This is a country, big country. Don't think BJP exclusive there or RSS exclusive there. New parties would come up. New people shall come up. It may take some years, but people shall come up. These criminals have to go. Come what may, they have to go. People cannot digest them. If had been there one or two, people forget, but 233 out of 540 criminals are ruling us, which is not acceptable at any cost. No sensible person can accept except BJP Bhakts or Congress Bhakts. I don't accept as a citizen of this country. Why should there be a criminal to rule me, to make my future or my kids' future? Why? It's not acceptable. Maybe you accept, it's up to you, public accept you, but as a person, as an individual, as subject of this country, I decline to accept that. I condemn it. And public is responsible for this. The public voted to them. Even by EVMs or by abuse of him, whatever way they have come to power. And maybe public don't know they are criminals. Maybe. They did not check because they checked only Modi's or Rahul or Mayawati or what else. They did not see candidates, and this is a weakness of our election. There's a foolishness within our people. They don't watch, they don't scrutinize CV of our candidates. That's the problem. That's one problem, big problem. We are electing our representatives, but we don't know them. We know their leader, who himself says, I am for every seat. Now Modi says, I am for all MPs. This is not practically possible. This is nonsense. How can he be responsible for all MPs and all ministers? If he says this is completely misleading country, no one can be so powerful to work in all places. It is public had to see, but we are a sleeping society. We don't care. We don't care at all. Now they ask if you talk to about EVM to someone, what proof we have? What proof do you want? Tell me. 20 lakh EVMs have disappeared from records. Is it not a proof, evidence under Evidence Act? Even one cement bag is taken out from cement store, that becomes evidence. Why one cement bag is out? Why one steel reinforcement is out? Why one item is out? That is out of record. Means why, where it is gone? That's a question. So here 20 lakhs EVM are out of record, are not traceable, locable. Who is responsible for that? Is it not a constitution of evidence under Evidence Act? How can you say there is no Evidence Act? There is evidence. RTI says, government says there's a difference of 20 lakhs around missing machines. Then there is a miscounting, mismatch of counting. Whatever number of votes polled, whatever counted, there's been difference from 8,000 to 18,373 constituencies. Is it not an evidence? What evidence is there then? Tell me what kind of evidence want. There is a difference. There's a you can say misappropriation of machines. 3 lakh machines do not have same numbers as enlisted on roll. Is that not an evidence? That is an evidence. Why we call this no evidence? Yes. How can you say there's no evidence at all? How machine can count wrong? How, okay, human error can be accepted, but there is no human involved. It is EVM. EVM cannot count incorrect, but it has done. This means there was managed. Machines were replaced, machines were managed, all acts were done which should not have been done. So what evidence do you need? 20 lakhs machines, let us see where these are. It is duty of Election Commission of this country to prove that he received these 20 lakhs machines and where are these located. But he doesn't know, he doesn't answer. He has to be asked why there is mismatch in vote numbers in and out. He has no answer. He has no answer for the entries. He says everything is fit, everything is okay. This is a blind answer. You have to prove. You are custodian of elections. You are constitutional power for election. You are a Supreme Court for elections. This is your job. You are like Supreme Court judge, Chief Justice, Supreme Court judge and our Chief Election Commissioner are having same ranks. Supreme Court judge. If you cannot control this seat, you have no right to be in seat. You cannot simply say, I don't know what happened, or you cannot tacitly answer, oh, I don't know what answer is. You have to answer. You cannot say it estimated quantity. No, there can be no estimate in votes. Now there are some people who went to him, he says, estimate this quantity, this number is estimate how many votes polled in or polled on. What do you mean estimate? Are you working on estimates here? These actual votes. Don't mislead people. There can be no, your job is not estimation of votes. No, it's not your job. There can be no estimate on this. There are exit polls, opinion polls, that is something else. You are not conducting opinion polls. You are conducting elections. There should be accuracy in counting. And you are responsible for that. You are obliged to do that. If you cannot oblige, you did not do your job. You misled nation. You abused your power. You supported some party. Unduly supported some party. You did this wrong act. Unconstitutional act. Maybe you are election commission, chief election commission, but you are bound to public, you are accountable to public, you are accountable to each and every citizen of this country. I have sent a letter. I have sent 3 letters. One I have sent to Supreme Court of India, one I sent to President of India, and one I sent to Election Commission of India. Same letter to all these 3 parties. I got a receipt from President of India office that I received this, but I didn't. I sent mails to the Supreme Court of this country as well as Election Commission. I did not get any response from them involving all these 3 points. They have to answer. Why they are unable to answer? This is not private affair. This is a public affair. This is government affair. Vote is not a commodity. Can be abused. It's a right. I'm not Matdan. I am vote adhikari. I am vote officer. I transferred my right to someone. You take my right and represent me. This means this vote is. So I allowed someone, you allowed someone to take your right for future representation. So this is not free. This is service. You are paid for that. Representative is paid. Election Commission is paid. They are not doing service free and charity. They are charging each and everything. They are charging. They are getting discount on food. They are getting discount on telephones. They are getting free bungalows. They are getting free air travel. They are getting free. What else they want? They have to serve us. Without any qualification, even being criminals, they are getting this facility. So what else they want? But I have to answer. I have to get answers from these people. I don't allow this cheating. You are a cheat commissioner. You are a cheat commissioner. Yes, if you don't prove you cheat because you missed the election, you did not comply with code of conduct. You supported directly or indirectly Prime Minister of this country in election who were conduct, even demand the name of Air Force, and you are saying this is not against code of conduct. This means you supported that Prime Minister. What is way of supporting them? Is it not a misappropriation of vote? Is it not a misappropriation of procedure? You are responsible for this, no one else. So my dear, I will not go further talks in this any longer because it's already more than 1 hour. I would simply say, if you are responsible people, if you are responsible educated youth, educated people, you have to think about this country. You have to think this country, not political people of this country. You have a complete right. You are honor of this country. You have to think for future of this country, that our society is smart, our society is evolving one, our society is not sleeping. Them. Whatever party you support, I don't care if you support Congress, you BJP, or whatever you support, it's none of my business. It's up to your personal right. But as far as country is concerned, your right is different, your duty is different. You have to go for Article 51A of Constitution of this country, which says this is your duty. You have to see about your nation. You have to see your nation is right hands, it's moving right, it's doing per procedures, per constitutions, without lawlessness. Here lawlessness is ongoing. We have to see everything. It's not simply saying that we have done it. No, you are sleeping. Come on. You don't blame someone else. It is first Hindu has to speak first in favor of Muslims. In this say you cannot kill someone else. You have no right to kill someone else. If same thing happens on the other side, you will start crying. Those people are, how long shall they tolerate? They cannot tolerate forever. If they, once more it happens, they may start rebuking it. This you can say reciprocating it. Then what shall happen? You see this. You have every right to rape someone. Do you have a right to rape someone? You have raped. You have been raping. Dalits you have raped. You rape someone else. Why you rape? What's the purpose? Because Dalits are silent. The day start, what you do? Many factors are there. You cannot allow your society to be criminalized. We cannot allow this activity in our society. This is not acceptable. We have to think 100 times. We have to raise up. If we cannot do this, we are not educated. We are educated only like animals, just to get a job, a benefit, and that's it, and nothing else. If you are that, it's up to you. But I am not that. I'm going to speak every day, wherever I possible. I will keep sleeping. It's my duty. that my country should be efficient one, proficient one, and it should be a world level country, not a stupid level country. Now we are stupid level. People are laughing at us. That 200 constituencies are managed. All world knows 250 constituencies are managed by Modi. They know it. You're not finding that respect this time. Where he goes, he's giving second line or third line, not a leading line everywhere. He's not getting that much attraction in the international affair because they know that the election was EVM based and cheating election. So this is respect of our country. They are not considering us. However, thank you very much for this time. I'll be back again sometime else. And thank you very much. Goodbye. Dhanyavad. Jai Bharat.